I put out a video the other day that talked about carrying my wife's suitcase down or up the stairs. And some of you asked, why did the change happen? Why did I go from being a resentful, angry, I don't want to do this for you husband to a loving, generous, I get to do this for you husband? And I can tell you it didn't come quickly, but I do know what happened. I used to come from the point of view, I used to measure everything. I used to look out in my relationship with my wife and would look for the ways that she was doing things that indicated that she loved me, that she accepted me, that she looked out for me, that she took care of me, that she nurtured me. Now, she's a full-time working woman. And so I had an internal narrative that looked an awful lot like I wanted to be married to a homemaker, to someone who doted over me, who did my laundry, who folded my clothes, who cooked food, who, just took care of me. That's not what I logically wanted. That's not what I know I wanted, but there was a measuring stick inside of me that I was using to measure her unrealistically, because of course she's not that person, to indicate how much she appreciated me and loved me. And because I was operating in a comparison context, she never measured up. She never could achieve that level. And so I was waiting to dole out my love for her based on what I perceived her willingness to give me love. And what happened over the course of probably a decade is I started to realize that love isn't measurable and love isn't limited. And the more you give, the more it flows and flourishes and comes out of every orifice and in every interaction. It's not scarce. It's not in limited supply. I don't have to dish it out. I don't have to compare. If I want more, I need to find the ways to give more. And honestly, it changed everything. I work with a lot of people who have relationship challenges in my coaching work. And a lot of times there's a question, well, I'm the one doing all the work. I'm the one showing up for coaching. I'm the one who's going to therapy, maybe you feel that way too about your relationship in your life. And you'll find a lot of people who will say, yeah, you need couples therapy. In my experience, in my world, two people going to couples therapy is not required. When one person makes the kind of change that I'm describing in this video that I made, everything changes. Everything for my relationship with my wife changed. Everything for her changed. Everything for me changed. I was waiting for her to change. She wasn't doing any of this work. And she, quite honestly, didn't need to. If I'm the one that wanted it. So if I'm the one that wants it, I've got to be the one to give it. I've got to be the one to find it. I don't have to be. I get to be the one that finds it. I get to be the one that gives it. And that is the magic. We get armored up. We get stuck in our corner. We get stuck in our way of being and stubbornness and thinking that we need, they're not giving me what I want. Wah, wah, wah. And we're getting in our own way. I was getting in my own way of the love that I wanted in my relationship. That is available to you, I promise, and it only takes one.